Welcome back. My guest today is Rick McMullen, also known as Ricky Ratchets, who's the owner of Ricky Ratchets Auto Repair. And, Rick, at the beginning of the program, I was talking about your family's history with auto repair and that you started off working in your dad's shop and that you decided to open up your own business, the Ricky Ratchets Auto Repair. Is your dad still fixing cars?
My dad's not well. He's in a wheelchair.
Okay.
He stopped repairing cars about 1990.
Oh, okay.
I was still working for him at the time, and he was starting to get sick back then.
Okay.
And the only time he can get involved in a car repair is when I got to call him up and ask him a question about the old-fashioned cars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's still available for technical advice.
Very good.
The family business that he ran was open since 1972, and actually we still have some of the clients coming to us from when he was repairing cars himself.
Oh, so you have clients who were your dad's, and now they're coming to you?
Absolutely. We have clients that never left our family for auto repair. Been with us since the 70s.
Jeez. I mean, that's close to 40 years now.
That's right. In particular, I have one client who still has his 1970 Chevelle that he bought brand new.
Yeah.
And my father worked on it in the 70s, and I restored it for him in the 90s.
Yeah.
And I still work on it to this day. And I believe I'm the only person he lets drive that car. So when he brings the car in, he leaves it with me. I test it, I drive it, I repair it, and I deliver it right back to his house all washed up.
Yeah.
And I think I'm the only other person who's ever even driven that car in a long, long time.
Oh, my gosh. How many kilometers does that car have?
Well, that car is one of the good old cars, and they're still in miles.
Oh, no kidding.
In 1976, they converted to kilometers.
Oh, okay.
So this is a 70 Chevelle, and I'll tell you a little story about the car. And it's got lots of miles on it. He actually drove it daily back in the 70s. Now, since the restoration, he only drives it in the nice summer days.
Oh, okay.
But it's probably got near 150,000 miles on it.
Oh, wow.
Now, this car here, when he went to order the car brand new, General Motors was on strike.
Okay.
He wanted to order the SS with a big block 454 in it, and they couldn't produce the car. They were on strike, and they only had so many, and he couldn't get one. So he got this beautiful red one with a white bucket interior and a console shift.
Yep.
And, I mean, I first laid my eyes on the car when I started working for my dad in the 80s.
Yeah.
And, of course, I sure wanted to drive that car then. I had to get a little older, a little bit more mature.
Yeah.
And now it's a regular thing for Jill to bring that car in, and I repair it and drive it right back to his house, all shiny and tires armor-alled. And
it's his baby.
It sure is a treat to drive. Yes, it's his baby. It sits right in his garage, and I know every bolt and every screw on that car, and I've put everything together. I rebuilt his original engine.
Oh, wow.
I rebuilt his original transmission, and we had the car painted the exact red color it was from the factory. That car is perfect.
That's a labor of love, really.
That it is.
I have to ask you, how big is Ricky Ratchets?
Well, we have 9 spots in the shop for cars. We probably have one of the biggest repair facilities on the east side of London. We have several new lifts. Actually, we just put 2 more new lifts in. And we have 15 people working on staff here.
Wow. I can hear them in the background.
They're out there spinning wrenches right now. Spinning ratchets.
That's great. I have to ask you a question. Have you ever figured out, based on what you've been able to do for somebody, if they've been a regular customer of yours? You mentioned you had somebody with 999,000 kilometers on their car. Have you ever figured out how much money you've actually saved people from them not having to buy a new car?
I have never sat down and done the exact math, but it's been quite a topic of conversation with some clients when they wheel in for repairs on their car that's got 260,000 kilometers on it and still going strong. And these people are torn. They're like, should I get a new car? Like, there's nothing wrong with my car. It's not telling me to get a new car. Like, I feel like I'm cheating the system or something. Should I be buying a new car? And really the only reason for them to get a new car is just as a treat, but their car's been running well and keeps on running well. So I think it's probably a horrendous amount of money they've saved by taking care of their car.
Wow. You have to ask you a question. Is there ever a time when somebody really needs to sort of bite the bullet and say, okay, it is time to get a new car? That's a good question to ask.
Well, yeah. If they've omitted oil spraying, they've let things run down. Every clunk and rattle and bump never got taken care of. The antifreeze is leaking. Nobody's ever done any coolant flushing. Nobody's done any kind of fluid maintenance, and it just comes crashing down around them.
Yeah.
It's just, you have to take a long, serious, hard look at, would you do all those repairs, or should we start again with another car?
Yeah, because after a while, if you're starting to spend money after money to keep up with the repairs, because nothing all happens all at one time. One thing will go, and then there's another $500 job, and then there's another $400 job, and all of a sudden you're spending pretty much the equivalent of what your car payments would be over the course of a year, right?
That's right.
Yeah, and that's
right.
Probably about the time to go looking.
Yeah, well, when we get a client's car in, for example, there's mechanical repairs necessary, we'll do a walk around under the car and say, okay, let's see what the floorboards look like. Let's see if this car's substantial enough to be worthy of repairs.
Okay.
And when I do the walk around, I say, look, you know what? Look, here, this car's been oil sprayed. The underbody looks like it's going to last a while. The structure of the car is solid. Then we can firmly tell the client, yeah, this car's worth fixing.
Okay.
But when the structure's gone, it starts to become a question of, should we get you to buy one of our other clients' cars who's taking good care of it?
Oh, okay.
Some of our clients who've done a great job maintaining their car, if they are going to step up and get a new car, we actually will tell our other clients that need a car about one that's up and coming.
Oh, so you actually sell cars too?
We do that.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yes, we do.
And you know how they've been taken care of.
I have all their service records on file.
Excellent. I have another question for you, but we need to take another quick break, okay?
Yeah.
All right, we'll be right back after this.
Okay.
This is the Insider Circle Audio Network with John Melly.